Everybody has history, and this is the history of 5114 Smithfield Plains Primary School, Junior Primary. Today, it is June 2017. At the present time, we are in the main entrance, where normally you'd find a lady sitting at these desks here, and her name would have been Joy Munro in those days. And this is your administration front desk. And we're going to go for a tour of the school. At the same time, I'm going to share my memories of what each place was, each room was, and give you a complete understanding of the school. What we have here is the Headmaster's office, where all naughty boys and girls would eventually come in and be disciplined. And now we're going off to our right, and we're going to head down the corridor to the staff room and deputy head's office. Let's go. This is the staff room present day. Australia, Spain, yes, stick together, we'll work better. Now, this is part of the problem which has happened to this school. We've had systematically removal of all proper copper and brass fittings. And fires have been lit everywhere. Okay, this is where the old communications room was. This is where all the PA systems to communicate with the school students and letting them know of warnings and everything, and that's all been systematically ripped out. This is the main corridor. And again, these are toilets. You see, everywhere where there'd be somewhere where there'd be copper, brass, and so on, and graffiti everywhere. Glass smashed everywhere. And it is complete. You can see they've removed everything. Just senseless vandalism, destruction. And this was my first classroom. As you can see, this school has been left, and it was just walked out. They just walked out, they left everything. All those valuable learning tools are wasted. I mean, I have fond memories here, you know, good friends. I mean, Philip, I know my really best mate, one of my best mates, he'd be heartbroken in here to see this. This is an elevator they put in the last few years of school before they closed. And it's probably the only thing which has really got any type of value left from the whole school complex. We're now going to head towards the canteen. Can you just imagine how many memories the kids would have, or adults would have, coming to this counters here over the 50 years or 45 years plus. And this is where they came and got their lunches, their sandwiches, their drinks. And the destruction is just phenomenal. So what do we have? We're having pies, sandwiches, drinks, people. You can see more systematically removal wires, sinks, fires. Okay. This is the lower level, so it's heartbreaking. Such waste. Now we're at the staircase. We're about to go up to the first or second level, depending on which universe you live on. This is just waste. These are the first year unit blocks you get in grade 1 to learn units. And they're just scattered all the way up here. Just imagine how many kids have touched those things and learnt the principle of 1, 2, 3. Let's go. How dangerous is this building at the moment? Well, so far you've seen not much, but it's dangerous. More random waste, school thing, products, teaching tools. Organisation. What a key word. Organisation. It's an oxymoron in a place like this at the moment, isn't it? Again, just more theft. It's the only it can be. It's systematically. Here's the upstairs girls' toilets. All stainless steel sinks, taps, all stolen. Toilet bowls all cracked and smashed. You know, it's not a matter of counting them, it's just like, there's nothing left. You're gonna be really pushing to find a good toilet bowl. I'm not saying that, you know, we need another toilet bowl, but it was just a point of the fact that everything is smashed, everything is destroyed. Well, let's continue this anyway. This is the old computer room. See, they've been in here overnight, look. This is all the computer desks just left, abandoned. All the electrical, all the cabling's all been removed. I could say that's been vandalised by the look of it. It looks pretty radical. Okay, this is the, which became the library. This is the library, as it was last seen. And meeting rooms. These changed over the years, different purposes. You got to remember, this school's been closed, and it's systematically. They're even leaving their property behind, the thieves. They're so brazen, no fear, ready to just come along and do more work. It's not owned by a builder, it's from someone's house. No builder would leave his ladder behind. You can see. Sink's gone, copper's gone, brass is gone. And this is the top of the elevator. And this is how dangerous this place is. We're going to cross from here and we're going to head over towards the gym. We're going to have a look at the gym and how it is now. And I've got some fond memories there watching, you know, lots of my mates' kids and, you know, grow up and have their events there and that, and some very fond memories there. But let's go and look and see how that is today. And then from there, we're going to go off to the junior primary. Memories, I've got so many memories in this place here. You know, from my mum opening those doors the first days for schools to start back in the 1960s, to my dad planting the grass for all the ovals and mowing them, you know, the very first time planted, to this very spot right here. I mean, you know, I remember being the first time I got in the biggest trouble of my life was because I beat up 2 boys who were twins. You know, I mean, I'm not saying that's a major thing, a big thing, but it's memories. And that's what it's about, it's memories. And, you know, I've got lots in this place. This is the junior primary. When this school was constructed, it was done in 2 phases. You had the main building, which was the main school, and it housed everything from junior primary right up to high school. When the high school was built over the Chonda, a few streets back, this then became the junior primary, and that's how it functioned for approximately about, well, say 40 years. Now we're at the gymnasium. Let's go and see what the gym looks like after it's been boarded up, left for say 8 years. and the youth been able to break in. Let's go. Toilet brush is still there. They could have just cleaned it. They really didn't need to smash it. This used to be a stage. This is rampantly wrecked. We could have a barbecue. You bring some sausages? Doesn't matter if it rains. I mean, some of the graffiti is quite beautiful, but it's just not in the right place, and you know, it's just a waste. Because this is waste of the gymnasium, waste of some artwork which could have been used somewhere else, waste of talents. I mean, you can see the youth have tried to use this facility. This facility could have been used. And you say it wouldn't be or it couldn't be. Well, there's living proof. They've gone to the trouble of actually cementing a ramps in here just so they could rollerblade or skateboard. I mean, we have a great, you know, skateboard park here, but this still doesn't, you know, it just shows. The gymnasium, what a waste. We've just come inside the Smithfield Plain Junior Primary School. Well, it was then. We're now in the front entrance. These doors here is where every day there would have been someone's first day of school. So let's have a look at Smithfield Plains Junior Primary School as it stands 2017. So maybe you're a naughty person or a naughty child. Well, you had to go to the headmaster's office. What was the headmaster's office as it is today? In its heyday, this would have been where my classroom was, my first classroom, but it's now, over the years, it's been reconstructed and remodelled. But you can see every window, everywhere there was wire and brass and copper, you can see where they just stripped it out. No respect. There you go. Last year the school was used. Reconciliation Week 2009.
It's not been that long since it fell apart.
No. Sad, isn't it? See, just random description. Just everything is wrecked. Everything is destroyed. It's systematic. You can't say this is just kids. This is the insulation taking off all the copper piping and just left. So this is more than just wanted vandalism. It's just heart-wrenching. I mean, these are some of the signs I found quite funny. You know, walking around here, bit of humour from something which is so sad. You know, public education, Australia's future. Is this our future? Have a look at this place. This is pure waste. This is pure disgusting. There's no other, what can you say? What future if you're going to waste buildings which still could have practical use when we are overcrowded in our schools? Come on. It's just ridiculous. I mean, you know, I've worked in these schools building the new ones. I can understand the reasons for them. I agree with that. But these schools still had a purpose. They still had there was still a need for them. I mean, what do I say? We're all one family under the same sky. Well, I don't see this. I see the rich are getting richer and the poor are getting poorer. Our areas out here getting neglected, and the people spending all the good money in the good areas and the cities. Come on, where's equality? Can you imagine the money that costs for those steel, which could be recycled Why, sell it off a private developer? Why not use it? Why wasn't it, there is so many questions of what could have happened to this site. There are so many things which could have happened to the site. The gymnasium could have been retained. It could have been put into the community. The surrounding buildings, if they were going to be used no good, they could have been demolished. The materials could have been recycled. The steel could have been recycled. The bricks could have been recycled. The area in the ground could have been recycled and developed into homes for more youth to grow into. It's just waste. It's just waste. And it's wrong. Sell it off to a private developer at a cheap price, discount price. He's going to sell to someone else. It's corporate greed. It's privatisation going stupid. And that's how it's looking. And that's how it is. We seem to have done it with everything. We did it with our water. We've done it with our electricity. We did it with work cover. And now we seem to be doing it with our school buildings. We seem to be going down this track of not learning from our past. This should not have been wasted. It should have been used again. The gym should have been used. What can I say? It's a waste. You've shared your time with me today. You might have some memories yourself. I've got so many here. And it's sad. It's waste. It's sad. It's memories. It's history. Now let's get to one of the important things too. Besides what's going to happen to these buildings and what needs to happen to these buildings, there's an underlying question, and it's relevant to not just Smithfield Plains Primary School, Junior Primary, but also Smithfield Plains High School. And do you know what that question is? Where are our time capsules? When we were all at school, there was time capsules made. They were buried in these grounds. They were buried somewhere, here and in the high school. I think what needs to happen is, before these buildings are demolished forever and gone, which needs to happen, that we find these time capsules, we disclose what's in those time capsules, we answer that question, we close the books in these schools, and we try and live in a better environment with a better future, where this land can be used for a useful, proper use, instead of degrading, turning our area into a slum, giving area for the youth to be able to go crazy and stupid without any type of supervision. Thank you for your time, and thanks for viewing this. But if you know where those time capsules are, time to stand up. Let's find them. Let's add another mark to the closure of these books. Let's add another closure to the history of the Smithfield Plains Primary School, Junior Primary School and High School. Thanks for your time. 514 out.